and welcome back to another battle video. Today I'm going to be playing around with TDK, Thundurus, Deoxys, Kyurem. Obviously a little updated for the new format. We lost a lot of special energies, but we still have the rainbows. Still have, of course, our good old Plasma. And it looks like I am going up against at least a Virizion Mewtwo. Don't know if that's just a tech Mewtwo. I would guess it's just a tech, and that we'll be seeing a Genesect or a Dragonite hit the field soon. So it looks like we see a laser here, and looks like my hand is pretty nice. I wish I had one more Pokemon to put on the field so I could really utilize that Juniper and get an energy in the discard pile and be able to rain a knuckle on my first turn. But that's also assuming that I wake up. Right now I'm just asleep. We see a second Mewtwo and then a pass. So I really need to wake up here, and I don't. So that's going to be huge. Well, I do get a Kyurem. So I might as well Plasma with the Colress onto it, attach the Rainbow, attach the Muscle Band, flip for Laser, even though it's not going to work, but we're going to be Junipering it anyways, and just to see if we would have had it, and it wouldn't have hit anyways. Looks like everything's going to be tails for me. And just Juniper, another Kyurem, another Deoxys, clean Plasma Ball to get another Deoxys out on the bench. And I misclick here and hit the Verbank, unfortunately. Now I'm trying to remember if it actually, that extra 20 damage matters at the end of the game. Don't remember. We'll find out pretty soon if that extra 20 comes back to bite me. He hits me for 50, I take 30 more poison, so now we're talking about an extra 40 that if I hadn't played that card, wouldn't have been there. And he's powering up that Mewtwo. I do wake up though, and so now I have to decide, well, if I put the Deoxys on the bench, attach the water to Kyurem, Juniper, and hit a Switch and a Muscle Band, I can knock out this Virizion. But that's a lot to ask for, and question is whether I just want to attach to the Thundurus and just use this turn to build up a little more energy and just kind of sacrifice him. And I think it's just because I don't want to throw away another Rainbow. I'm pretty sure this deck just runs 4 Rainbow and Water, and I decide to just sacrifice the Thundurus, and I think that comes back to bite me. I've got lasers in my hands, which are absolutely useless to me right now, so I believe I'm just going, well, I'm first going to Colress to this Kyurem, and then we're just going to play the lasers, because, yeah, I don't think this, trying to remember if this, I think it runs like 1 Lysander, but only 1. So we're getting those out of the hand so that maybe next turn, after another energy attachment, I can bike for something, and we're going to go ahead and attach the water to the other Kyurem. Now we're just assuming that he's not going to end me, in which case it would have been really stupid and I should have had it on the other Kyurem. But now he plays a Lysander, and I'm glad I spread the energy out so he wouldn't just target, one that was completely loaded and ready to go. So I still have a shot at being able to knock him out. And looks like he's just using another turn to power it up. And so that's great. He actually kind of helped me out, got me out of poison, but that Thundurus has a lot of damage, and 1 snipe is going to knock it out. I just go ahead and Blizzard Burn to take the knockout since he already had some damage on him, take the first couple of prizes, and there wasn't really anything else I could play from my hand. I'm expecting an N right now, though. I've got 4, yep, I have like 10 cards in my hand, so he definitely wants to get those out. Bring me down to 4, which still isn't bad. I still have a bike. Plasma decks, for whatever reason, just tend to draw very dead sometimes, which is why it's great to have bikes or skates or something else that has a little more draw power in there. And he hits me with his Mewtwo for 100, and I'm going to go ahead and promote this Kyurem And I'm doing, I think I'm just going to take a knockout right here, get the megaphone off of the back, bite for 2, and I think I'm going to save that bite for the next turn, Blizzard Burn for 170, knock it out. So, feeling pretty good. I've taken 4 prizes, he's only taken 1. And he's about to take another knockout, I think 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, with a band or 1 more energy. He will take the knockout on this Kyurem. And then the game's going to get interesting because I don't have another attacker on the field. And then it would just be a matter of powering up Deoxys with that Thundurus. It's very, very damaged, and that would tie up the prizes if he was able to do that, which is very likely. So we do see the other energy attachment to the Mewtwo, so we're looking at a knockout here. And yeah, I'm definitely in favor as far as prizes, obviously, but I am not in favor as far as board position. And we see a Dragonite. So that makes it even worse, because now Mewtwo would be really vulnerable to Deoxys, and if I could get 1 Raiden Knuckle off to the Deoxys, powered up next turn, and get that Mewtwo, that'd have been perfect, but because he took all the energy off, Deoxys wouldn't do that amount of damage. So now I've got to knock out an EX completely from scratch, and this just isn't looking good. I decided to Skyla, looking for a Plasma Ball, I'm thinking, just to get another Pokemon out, and yeah, have something good to, I'm pretty much looking for an attacker. So I see a Thundurus, I see I have another Kyurem, and I don't know what I'm doing now. So I'm dowsing machining for a Colress machine? Yeah, well, okay, so Energy Press would still do a lot, or not Energy Press, but, whatever its attack is called, would still be doing 3, 6, 9, 120, but, to Dragonite, and he would just need a Mewtwo, or just attach a DCE and a band. Okay, so this is where I made this is a huge misplay. Definitely needed to go for a Plasma Ball. Just get Kyurem, I would think just get Kyurem back out. Go ahead and load up to it. This deck plays 4 of them, and he's only knocked out 2, so that means 1 is prized, which is unfortunate. I'm trying to remember if this deck runs Sacred Ash. But yeah, using that Knuckle to the Kyurem would have been much better. And he uses Scoop Up Cyclone. Oh, so even a little bit of damage I just did to him doesn't matter anymore. And I have to say, I do like the card, the concept of the card. I have a hard time with doing that myself, unfortunately. But looks like, okay, this is interesting. And we see an N. Oh, and there goes the game. So pretty sure with that knockout, Deoxys is, oh yeah, I have no choice but to attach with Deoxys, and now Mewtwo's ready to go. And there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Throwing up an empty Deoxys, yeah, would, having to rely on the switch, at least this way I have the free retreat, and an energy attachment right here would be useless, but it would be one less thing to end into, and I decided to do it, I guess, just for the energy attachment, and I don't even hit another Pokemon. So I just switched to the naked Deoxys and pass, and see what I'm just looking at my discard, seeing if there was anything else I should have Dowsing Machine for, but I really should have Ultra Balled. And we see the laser. And is that going to be enough for if he attaches? Nope, he's just softening me up. Does the 50 damage. There's the damage from the laser. I'm still asleep, which is not good. There's a Pokemon. I don't know if I even have any switch left, and I do not. So that is game. And I have a feeling he's going to just finish me off with that Mewtwo on the bench. Very close game. Yeah, that was my big mistake. Not skyling for the Ultra Ball to get another Pokemon out, going for the dowsing machine instead. But yeah, and then some of these just dead hands just didn't help either. And for whatever reason, okay, there it goes. Yeah, it was enough. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Pretty decent game, I think. And stay tuned. I've got more battle videos coming up.